What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Blaze, and today I'll be talking about Z attacks, which is a new a new way to attack, as depicted by the picture on your screen. A new way to attack in Pokemon Sun and Moon, actually. Which, to be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about them just yet. But I'll show you what they have in mind here as far as what the game is going to present. This is the trailer that we have, just part of the trailer that's going to show off new way to attack here. So as you can see, the Pokemon surrounds itself with Z power and attacks with full force. You see a Pikachu here unleashing a Gigavolt Havoc. Now at first I thought this was a Sandshrew. This was a normal Sandshrew that had a ground typing, but it's not. That Sandshrew is actually just ice. So you see the grass type is Bloom Doom. I think we know of about 5 different types of this attack, and we know that there's one for every type. This one's Inferno Overdrive for the fire type, so there's one for every type. We know of about 5 different ones so far. This is the third one, Hydro Vortex, by the water Pokemon. Now, I'll go over a couple of facts on these in just a second. So there's the 3 that were shown off in the trailer. And let's talk about a couple more here. So we know that Gigavolt Havoc, Bloom Doom, and Inferno Overdrive are 3 of the ones, and also Hydro Vortex. Those are the 4 that we know about right now. I guess that's only 4, but there is one for every type of move in the game. Now there's a couple of restrictions on that. Is that you can only use it once per battle, and the Pokemon that's using the attack has to know a type, an attack of the same type. So, for instance, Gigavolt Havoc, if a Pokemon was to use Gigavolt Havoc, that Pokemon also has to know an electric type move. So I think that's pretty fair. That's not really unreasonable. So, for instance, if you teach your Eradicate Thunder Punch, he could use Gigavolt Havoc. You have to attach an item to the Pokemon in order for it to work. Otherwise, you will not be able to use the Z attacks. So, and I thought there was one more restriction, but I wasn't able to find the information on it. I thought that you had to charge up the attack first, or charge up some item that the Pokemon is holding first. I don't think that's true, but I thought I read that somewhere, and I'm probably wrong on that. So, those are the 4 Z moves that we know about right now. What I will say about Z moves is that I'm a little apprehensive on them because I feel like it's a little bit like Mega Evolution in that I went through the entire course of Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and X and Y and didn't need to use Mega Evolution at all. Like, it was never a necessity. There were times where I did use it because I felt, I was just like, whatever, I just want to beat this trainer, I want to beat this Elite Four person, or whatever the case is. And I don't want to have a hard time doing it. So I used it, but at the same time I never needed to use it. I was never in a situation where I was pinned up against a wall or where I thought the Pokemon was too powerful for me, so I had to use it. That never happened. So I kind of feel like this is the same thing with Z moves, that I'm never going to need to use this. It's a cool attack, and it looks neat, and I'm very much so hoping that there's a reason to use it, and I think it all comes back down to what was introduced in Black and White. Maybe it's Black and White 2, where you were given an option, like if you went through Black 2 and you beat it, you could start White 2, and you could have the option of playing White 2 with a harder difficulty. So I'm kind of hoping in this game that they allow you the option to start the game at a harder difficulty that would actually require you to use Gigavolt Havoc, or to use any Z move, or to Mega Evolve. Because the trainers that you go up against are just that much more powerful. In some cases, it almost feels like the experience share in Ruby and Sapphire, the way that they changed that made it so easy to level up that all your Pokemon were so far leveled ahead of the gym leaders or leveled ahead of the Elite Four that you never needed to have that advantage. So I suppose if you went through the game without using an experience share, it would most likely allow for you to either require a Mega Evolution or to be in a situation where you might need to use it. But as far as I could tell, you know, unless they do something like that where they change experience share again, or where they make the gym leaders level, or not the gym leaders, I guess the trials, if they make those Pokemon trainers levels so much higher than yours that you kind of have to use it, that might be another reason to get involved, but or to start using these moves. But you know what? That's my one concern with these moves. Is that yeah, they're cool. I guess they're going to add a little bit of strategy to the you know, competitive scene of Pokemon. But as far as just getting through the storyline and fighting the Elite Four, I don't think they're going to even be necessary. If there even is an Elite Four, I'm having a hard time talking for some reason. But anyway, so you know, either way, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Do you think this is going to add a lot of strategy to the game? It probably will, and that's fine. Do you think that these moves are necessary? Do they look cool? Are they worth it? Is it a feature that you're going to use is a question. So hit me up in the comments below. I'm going to be right back with another video on a different topic that was shown off in the trailer, and I will see you then. Thanks, guys.